Welcome everybody to our chair yoga and mobility. We're going to experience a sit and stand class. No worries if you don't feel like standing or you're unable to stand unassisted, because I'm going to give all the variations that you can do in the seat as well. But for those of us that can stand, we will, because it's been a long day of sitting on our computers, and I definitely think our backs and our necks need a little bit of extra love and care. So for those that are newer to movement and yoga specific, all you need to do is follow your breath in and out of your movements as much as you can in your pain-free range. So breathe and move, take breaks. If something feels like it's causing extra stress or strain or pain in your body, you don't have to do it. Just explore to see how you feel, what feels good to you, what's tight, and let's see if we can bring our bodies into a better place for the rest of our evening. All right, so check around your space. Make sure you have room for your arms to go wide and your legs to go wide. Okay, so if I'm going to be coming up from sitting and standing, you're going to need room to do this.
We'll ask him
later. Okay. Good. Reminder again, mute yourselves as you're coming in. That's it. Good. Perfect. And now start with your legs wide, sit up tall in your seat. I want you to take a big breath in and just give your arms a big stretch, however high they go. That's it. Feel your breath, hold the hands up, and now exhale, drop them down. Very good. Again, like that. If you're comfortable, push the feet against the floor. Inhale, big stretch up. Reach towards the ceiling and on up top, and then exhale down. Good. Try that one more time. Inhale, reach as tall as you can reach. Big stretch. Okay, now this time on the exhale, take the palms down, bring them down to your center. If you can from here, interlace your fingers, take the hands to the heart, and then exhale, press them away from you. And you don't have to lock your elbows. You can keep them a little bent. Inhale, bring them back. And then exhale, stretch them again. That's it, really good. Inhale, pull back towards the body. And then exhale away from your body, big stretch out. If you're able to from here, take a breath in and reach the arms to its full height. And you may have restrictions in your shoulders, so don't force. Once they can't go anymore, separate them, bring them down. You got it. 2 more like that. Inhale, if you can interlace, bring them together. Exhale, press and release the palms. As you breathe in, reach up, big breath. That's it. Good. Pick up your ribs away from your waist. Exhale, drop. Very nice. 1 more like that. Breathe in, interlace. Breathe out, push and press. Inhale, big reach, stretch up. Good. And then exhale, separate. And then when you come down, move your wrists around a little, especially if you've been working with your mouse today. Go the other way a few times. 3, good work. 2, 1, and then give them a shake off. Okay, good. Now from here, take your hands to your knees. Let the back slouch a little. So I'm going to let you be lazy for a little bit. Let the neck and head relax. Take one of your arms as you inhale. Now reach it back. See how far you can turn and look to where your thumb goes. Good. And now when you're ready to exhale, come back, relax, drop to your knee. So you could be slouchy in the in-between, and then we're going to lift the spine. Inhale, opposite arm, so reach. See if you can keep a little bend in the elbow. Can you look back and reach back? Good. And then exhale, come across. Tap the knee. Very good. 2 more on each side. Inhale, open. Good. Notice for any tension in the neck, head, and shoulder. Exhale, come back. Very nice. Good. Inhale, opposite side if you can. Open. Good. And then let's close it up. Come back. You're welcome to round or slouch if that feels good to you. Good. 1 more time. Breathe. Little bend in your elbow. See if you can get deeper into your upper back. Look back, stretch back. Good. And then exhale, come back. Tap the knee. Perfect. 1 more. Switch sides. Breathe in. Good. And then exhale, come back. Breathe out. Okay, now I'm going to pivot a little so you can see this, but now we're going to move the whole spine. On your inhale, pull your arms back, lean your belly and chest forward. See how far your arms can stretch behind you. Okay, good. Now exhale, round your back like you're turning into an angry cat here and push your palms together. That's it. Good. Now, again, we're going to repeat the same movement. Breathe in, roll forward. Create the biggest opening you can create. Good. And then exhale, round back. Push the hands. Relax your neck and your head down. Try that a few more times. So forward on the breath in, you're just checking how much air can I breathe in? How far do my arms stretch back? Good. And then exhale, can I curl? Can I round? Can my palms touch? Very nice. Good. Last two in the set. Breathe in. Good. Open wide. Breathe out, round and stretch your back out. Good. One more time in the set. Take your full breath. Can you let your mind concentrate on your breath? Let everything else go. And then exhale, let it out. Perfect. Now inhale, reach as high as you can reach with your arms. Good. Now, once you can't reach any higher, take the hands down. Find the top of your legs. Now shift the belly forward and chest. Start to stretch your lower back out. Doesn't matter how deep you go, just find your pain-free range down. On your inhale, lift your heart up halfway. So as you're breathing in, the body will lift. That's it. And then exhale, let it come down. That's it. Good. Try two like that. Inhale, push and lift. Fill your lungs, and then exhale, let it go and stretch it out. Perfect. One more time. Breathe in. And then breathe out, lean forward. Good. Inhale all the way back up. On your exhale, round your back again, curl. Okay. Then inhale, take the heart forward, open your arms as wide. This time, keep a little bend in your elbows. Feel like your elbows were going to come together behind you. Yeah, good. Now exhale, push the floor away with your feet, round your back. Now flip your palms, push the air out and press. That's it. Feel through your hands and your upper back. Breathe in, pull, bend at the elbows. Can you take your shoulder blades back and down? Almost like you're going to squeeze them where your spine is. Good. And then push them apart. Press, cave it out and push. That's it. Feel whatever's tight or tense there across your chest. Inhale, open it. Wake up the upper back, give a good squeeze. And then exhale, press and release the breath forward. You got it. Good. One more time in the set. Breathe in. That's it. Give a good squeeze. Relax your neck and your head. That's it. Wake up the back and then push. Brilliant. Inhale, reach all the way up. Good. Now, if you're more comfortable, interlace the fingers again and stretch. Try to lift your ribs away from the lower half. Okay, good. Then exhale, take the arms down. Give them a couple rolls, up, back, and down. That's it. Easy with your neck and head. One direction back, and then reverse it the other way. Good. 2, 1. Very nice. Okay. And then keep the legs wide. I want you to reach your arms, if you have armrests, over them. Okay, so they're off your ears. You're not tensing up to the neck, but you're shooting energy through your fingers. Okay, so now let's feel the sides of your body. Take a breath in. On the exhale, almost dip to where the floor is. If you're comfortable, tap hand to shoulder, and now lift your elbow. Feel from your elbow or your hip to your elbow joint. Come back up, take a breath, point to the floor. Try the other side. So I'm going to tilt like I'm going to grab something. Then I might tap and lift if my shoulder allows it. That's it. Good. Come up on your breath in. To the side on the breath out. So as you exhale, find that side bend, option for your elbow to lift. That's it. Just notice what's tight or cranky in your side body. Inhale up. Take your time on the exhale, reach, tilt. Very good. We're going to do one more like that. Go up, take your breath. Okay, now find that tilt. You can tap here, lift the elbow. If you're more comfortable, stretch your arm. Good, that's it. And then come back to the shoulder and then point to the floor. We'll finish on the opposite arm. So I reach on the exhale, I tap maybe the elbow again or the arm. That's it, whatever is accessible to you. And then come back, point to the floor. Take a big shrug, shoulders up. Pull your elbows back, try to squeeze between your shoulders, hold it like that, drop it down. Up, pull back, so hug your elbows like you're trying to hide them, and then drop. Good, one more. Up, Pull back, try to sneak them behind your back, and then drop them down. Okay, then give your legs a walk in a little bit more narrow, and then tap your feet on the floor. Just see, can I tap, 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 wake them up. Okay, we're gonna prepare the legs and we're gonna come to a few minutes of standing for those that can. Push down, inhale, stretch and reach up. Okay, now on the exhale, go ahead and pick up one leg. Try to bring your knee to where your body is. Good, and if you're comfortable pulling it to where your shoulder is, even pull it there and just wiggle it around. That's it, good. Lower it down as you breathe in, stretch up. Good, and then try the other side. Can I lift my leg up? That's it. Good question, can I lift my leg up, right? We wanna keep this range of motion. Inhale, go down, reach up. That's it, so you're getting long in between, and then you're pulling, let the lower back round, pull it into the body, relax a little. That's it. Bring it down, inhale up. So remember your pain-free range. If you have existing pain or strain, move in a way that doesn't increase it. And then exhale, pull the leg in. Very good, one more time. Breathe in. Good reach, breathe out, pull the leg. Very nice. Breathe in, big reach. Okay, now this time we're gonna get to the other leg and we're gonna hold it there. So I want you to take your hands, instead of in top of the knee, go underneath your thigh. Okay, now give your back of leg a stretch. As you inhale, kick your leg out. It could be low, it could be high, whatever that range is, stretch the back of your knee and then pull it back. That's it, inhale, push. Good, and then exhale, pull back. Try two more on this leg. Push and pull. Last one, push and pull. Very good. Now, once the leg is up, see if the ankle can make some circles, move it around. That's it, good. As big of circles as they can make, go the other way. Keep your breath relaxed, your face relaxed, that's it. And then let that foot come down. Take a breath in to stretch up. Now we're gonna switch sides. On the exhale, take the other leg, bring it in. That's it, good. Doesn't have to be high, it can be lower, but you're just stretching. Kick out, stretch the back of the leg, good, and then pull it back to your body. Three more. Kick away, take a breath. Pull back, let it go. Kick away, take a breath. Pull back and let it go. You got it, last one. Out. Good, that's it. Big stretch for the back leg in, and then try that ankle movement. Just see, can my ankle move around? And then switch directions. 4, good. 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna tap it off. Okay, so if you're able to stand, we're gonna come to standing. If you're staying seated, you're gonna adapt your legs to a wide-legged position. You're gonna do everything from here. If you're coming up to standing, give a big stretch. Good, drive the hips forward. And then if you need the chair for support, just stand behind it. If you feel solid and comfortable, stand in front of it. That's it. And now our legs are wide too. So if you're sitting, legs are wide. If you're standing, legs are wide. Okay, so now let's feel this big movement we've created in our body. Take a breath in, take one arm, reach it back, see how far you can turn and look to the back arm. So we did this when we started, but now notice that you can move the hips and pelvis a little. Good, now exhale, come back, tap the seat. Good, other side, big breath in, little bend in the elbow, try to turn your body. Good, and then exhale, come back, tap the seat. Good, 2 more on each side. Big breath, notice how much more movement you have if you're up from the chair. Good, and then back and down, perfect, breathe in. That's it, and then long breath out. 1 more on each side. Big breath, stretch it out. Can your head and neck follow the hand? Come back. Tap the seat, good, let's switch, breathe in. Good, and then breathe out, tap the seat. Okay, if you need hands for support, only take one out off. If you can use both arms, inhale, stretch up. Okay, good, that's it. Now exhale, one arm beside the leg. One arm is gonna reach and come into a side bend. So I can be here. If I'm sitting, my hand might be on my leg. Good. Now inhale, rise up, open the arms wide. If you still have the balance, try the other side. So my hand goes down, the other arm is going to come up and over. That's it. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale to come up. Use the hand for support if you need it. If you're able to go freehand, drag the arm to the outer side of your leg. Perfect. Anchor the bottom foot. Take a breath. That's it. Open up like a starfish, nice and wide. And then the other side on the exhale, tilt and bend. So same thing if you're sitting, you're going side to side. Now we're going to hold the last one. So take a breath in, open. And then exhale, take the hand down, push your hip over to the side and just see how this arm feels coming to your side. If you're more comfortable here, keep dragging your bottom hand past the knee. Keep anchoring that leg and stretch your hand so that you're from the side of the foot to the fingers, you're stretching. That's it. Hold for 3, hold for 2, and then 1. Inhale, pull the body up. Good. Go wide with the arms and chest. Now try the other side. Tilt. So I'm pushing my hip over and then I'm trying to find that nice long line. Okay. So these movements are really good if you have chronically stiff lower back tension here. You're going to work the sides of your body. That's it. Breathe in and big stretch as you breathe out. One more time. In and out. Okay, good. Then inhale all the way up, open. On the exhale, pull your arms back and then tap the seat and give a couple shrugs. You may or may not need for balance, but I always err on the side of caution and then back and forth. Okay, now with the legs. So if you're sitting, if you're standing, we'll cue you first, turn 1 foot away from your body. So 1 foot just turn to the side wall. If you're sitting, 1 leg is going to be out and 1 leg is going to be wide. Okay, so we're going to adapt the legs. If you're standing, you're going to do a couple bends with the front hip and knee. So back leg strong, bend and stretch. Push, take a breath in, and then exhale, bend and stretch. And if you want to go hands free, so if you have the capacity, you can inhale, arms up. On the exhale, bend and stretch. So your body is staying as tall as you can keep it. If you had 1 hand down, you could do it with 1 hand and bend and stretch. If you're sitting, just work your arms and keep that hip open. Inhale up and then bend and stretch. Now from here, you're going to attempt something. Take your hand towards where your knee is. So find your bent leg. If your elbow can come down, bring it down. If you need to hold the chair, hold it. But now take your long leg, stretch that arm and try to find a deeper bend in your side. That's it. So your outside foot is pushing to the floor and your hand is reaching from your foot. It's going to be a little more intense. Hold for 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and then 1. You can hold the seat if you need help coming up. Straighten the leg, turn the toes. Very good. Give a couple rocks with the upper back. If you're sitting, you're going to bring your legs back into that wide position. Now we're going to switch sides. Now pivot your foot away, opposite foot. Keep the body tall. Hand can be supported. If you're sitting, 1 leg is going to be in, 1 leg is going to be out. Take a breath in, sit tall. On the exhale, we bend. So the first couple, we're just checking, how are my hips today? How long have I been sitting? What's stiff or tight? That just loosen it up and then down. Feel your foot against the ground. Try to wake up the muscles in your glutes and hips. Press down. You got it. 1 more, up and down. Okay. Again, if you want to add your arms, you can inhale the arm up. Okay, if you're still going to add your arm here, you can take 1 hand to your leg or keep it on the seat. And now stretch from the outer foot to your fingers. Just see, can I make this big angle in my side? That's it. If you're more comfortable here, you can try to press this knee back. That's it. And feel the whole side of your body, stretch it out. Hold for 3, hold for 2, and then 1. Pick the body up, come up, turn your toes forward, walk it back a few inches, and then do a little wiggle in your hips. Yeah, good. Okay, Last but not least for our standing series, we're going to use some of the muscles we've been sitting on all day. So you're going to step a little wider than your chair. Have your heels and toes out. So if you're sitting, you're in the same position. Okay, so now I'm in this V shape. As you inhale, you can do this with one or both arms. If you're sitting, do both. If you're standing and you need balance, do one. Inhale up. Okay, now on the exhale, bend both knees, slide your shoulder blades back, try to lean back. Okay, push into your heels, inhale, stretch. Grip the top of your glute muscles, squeeze them to where your spine is. Good, then exhale, open it up. Good, and again, if I was doing one hand, I would just have one hand to the seat. Inhale up, exhale, slide down. Good, switch the hand if you're doing one side. Inhale up, so legs are squeezed in. Now I open up my knees and I'm trying to pull my shoulder blade back. Good, one more time, breathe in, big stretch. Okay, now breathe out, big pull down. Now, if you're more balanced, stay, do a little bouncing. 5, 4, this is the worst part of it. 3, 2, smile, 1, drive up. Whew, good, relax the arms, give the leg a crawl in. Good, do a little wiggle in your hips if you're standing, shift around. Very good, that's it. And then focus forward in one spot. If you're sitting, narrow the feet. If you're standing, come back. Plop down to your seat. Stomp it off a little. That's it, you're doing wonderful. Good, and then kick one foot away from your body. So again, this doesn't have to be so narrow. If you need more space in your abdomen, open up the bent leg. Take a breath in, stretch your arms up. Now have the toes pointing up if you can, or to your nose. On the exhale, lean the weight forward so you can feel the load on the back of your hamstring, and then stretch your arms back. That's it, good. Inhale, rise up. Good, now exhale, lean. So even if the knee is slightly bent, go until you feel the back of this leg stretch, and then reach the arms back. Perfect, one more time. Inhale up. Okay, now exhale, swing back this time. Let one arm fall to the bent knee. Let the other hand crawl down your long leg. Okay, now a couple things you can do here. You can let your neck and head drop. You can keep lifting and lowering. If you want to grab your foot, you can grab it if it's in that range of motion, but you don't have to. I want you just to feel for the sensation behind your leg. Some of you will feel good dropping the neck and head, some of you won't. So just make it comfortable. You can always stay upright and breathe in and out of this back leg. That's it. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. And then 1, come up. Good job. Take this leg if it needs some loving, shake it off. Perfect. Okay, and then try the other side. So I'm going to get my other leg, I'm going to kick it off. Then I can adjust. So this leg doesn't have to be right in front, it can be to the side. As you can see, I'm making room for my baby bump here. I can't go straight down anymore. Take a breath in, reach. Okay, then load the hamstring. Feel the weight of your torso. Once you start to feel that muscle start to wake up, reach back and squeeze. Push against the floor, inhale, go up. Good, and then exhale, lean it forward, just feel. Can I add a little dynamic tension to the hamstring? One more, inhale up. Okay, good, now exhale, lean it forward. Now I can take one arm, I can rest it. The other arm I can explore. Do I wanna go down all the way? Do I wanna stay lifted? Does it feel good to drop my neck and my head for a little bit? So make an adjustment so you can just feel a stretch without straining. Can you breathe out a little slower? Can your neck and head relax? Good, hold for 3. Hold for 2. And then 1. Inhale, slowly come up. Drag the foot back. Give a little stomp off if you need to. Very nice, good. Now on your next inhale, let the body come forward, stretch your arms back again. Do that big opening across your chest. And then on the exhale, give yourself a hug, cross like an X, and then pull your shoulders down. If it feels good, you could rock around here a little bit. Just notice what's stiff or tight. Use a few long exhales to release any built up tension or strain. That's wonderful. And then we're going to repeat that. So come up. Notice which hand is on top. We're going to switch it. So inhale, open again. Arch a little at the top. Now exhale, take your opposite arm on top. Feel the reverse grip. Might feel a little strange. And then reach around as tight as you can reach. And then you can do this little rock with your body. Anything that feels good. That's it. Rock around, breathe in and out a few times. Let the neck and head go. Good. And then slowly bring the body up. That's it. Good. Inhale, open your arms again. Give a little light squeeze now between the shoulders. Good. And then exhale, palms together. Very good. We're going to do just two like that, open and close. Breathe in, maximize your breath in. Try to lift your chest and your heart to the ceiling. Good. And then exhale, tap and relax. Good. One more time like that. Breathe in. Good. And then we're going to breathe it out. Perfect. Good. And then let your body, I want you to sit all the way back to where your seat is. And then as you do that, float your feet up and just move them around a little. And let the back connect to the chair if that feels good to you. Go the other way a few times. Now you have a little support for the back. And then tap the feet down and then get the legs comfortable. So that could be stretched out. You could slide the hips and lean back like a recliner. You could bring the feet down or bring them together. I want you to get comfortable in your seat. We're going to take 8 big breaths in and out. Eyes can be closed for this. Arms can be dropped. Good. And I want you to just start by exhaling all the breath out. That's it, like a big sigh of relief. And now inhale, sip the air in through the nose. Hold it for a few seconds. And now we're going to exhale for a count of 4. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Inhale if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. And then exhale, let it go. 4, 3, drop your arms. 2, drop your legs. 1, expel the air. Inhale, 1, breathe. 2, 3, 4, hold it in. And then let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Few more times. Keep concentrating on your breath work. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Now try a little slower. Exhale for 5, 4, 3. Let the arms and legs drop a little more. 1. Try to inhale slower if you can. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let it go. 5, 4. Let the body weight sink. 2, 1. All the breath out. Again, like that. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can continue with this pace or you can slow it down. Try to inhale slow through the nose, breathe, fill your lungs, fill the upper abdomen, hold the breath in, and then exhale, let your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and your palms drop down. That's it. Give the body permission to rest. Breathe in when you're ready to. Fill your lungs, slow and steady. Good. And then exhale all along your back, upper back, middle back, into your lower back. Very good. Breathe in, slow and smooth. Good. And then breathe out, relax your hips, your thighs, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. And then inhale through your whole body. Imagine your whole body was taking a breath in. Good. And then as you exhale, drop from your head all the way down to your toes. Let the body start to become a little bit softer. Less effort or no effort. Breathe in, full body awareness. And breathe out, let everything go. Arms, legs, face, neck, and head. Take a couple more breaths like that at your own speed. Let all the other thoughts and sensations and sounds you might have in your environment, let that all fall away. Pay attention to breath coming in and breath moving out. Very good. And then let your palms connect. You can keep your eyes relaxed, but just feel your hands. If you can give them a bit of a rub them. And then I want you to cup over your eyes and just block the light, block the screen. Just take a few breaths here. Relax your eyes and your face. Good. And when you're ready to open the eyes, you could let them open in the hands first. And you can bring them right back down into the center for a moment. Good. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bow to your own effort. Thank yourselves for showing up. And thank your body for everything it was able to do today. And I appreciate you all being here, joining me. Thank you to the HSE for having me back again. If you have any questions, comments, things, you can type in the chat, whatever you want, and they'll let me know what the questions are. Any feedback that you may have, how you feeling?
Yeah, Natalie, it's Rachel. I will read off some of the, so far, just comments, but I think everyone's in agreement that this was exactly what we needed at the end of a long day. I've got some comments about how someone didn't realize how tight their muscles were from sitting all day, and this really worked well for them. Another perfect end of our day, such a wonderful session. So as Natalie mentioned, if you have a specific question or comment about yoga or integrating kind of yoga practice or meditation into your day-to-day life, Natalie has worked with numerous different organizations in integrating yoga into people's lives with all different abilities. So she's got lots of helpful tips and tricks if you're looking for specific questions to be answered.
Yeah, totally. Anything, like my neck hurts, my back hurts. Always something hurts when they come to me. So, oh, thank you. Oh, I got some comments. And then someone wrote privately, how do they view the recording after? I think the HSC is going to upload them, right?
Yeah, so they will be uploaded and available for viewing after conference, and we will include those details in our e-blast that goes out after conference of how you can view them, and have a link there for everyone to click on this session, but other sessions as well. They'll be on our HSC YouTube channel. It might take us a couple days to get them up, but stay tuned. They will be there shortly. Got a couple other comments about sore shoulders kind of being a reoccurring theme. I don't know if you have any suggestions. I was telling Natalie earlier when she was mimicking my posture like this, typing a lot this week. I think that's a common problem a lot of office workers suffer from, is tight shoulders. So maybe some good tips for us.
Yeah, so tightness and the tension in the shoulders is so common, and there's lots of different reasons why. It could be because of the posture you're sitting in for most of the day. It could be because maybe you have some issues with where the shoulder is sitting and the neck and forward head posture. But in general, I'll give you this tip that will save a lot of years and stress from your life. If you have a posture that starts to form in this excess kyphosis, which this is rounding of the upper back, and your head is sitting forward. Every time your head comes about an inch forward, it's adding 10 pounds of load to your cervical spine and your thoracic. So then over time, the muscles that are in the front, so whether it's your pectoral muscles, the muscles in your neck, your scalenes and your SCM, these really ropey muscles, if you put your hand here under your jaw and you start to palpate a little, they might feel sore or tender. They get overly tightened from holding the head here, and the upper back and the space between your shoulders gets overly stretched. So it doesn't matter how much you start to do this, it always feels like you're chronically tight. So having an idea that always, or incorporating more chest opening movements in your life, whether you're going to look backwards and reverse that motion, whether you're going to do range of motion with your shoulders, anything to keep the integrity of where your spine is and your head is going to reduce that level of tension in your shoulders. The other things that I would always recommend is shoulder mobility exercises. Every joint in your body, it needs movement to stay mobile. Okay, so it doesn't matter who we are, any walk of life, every day we're aging and the joints need to be moved. So things that I love for shoulders are circling patterns, things that move around. Another thing I love for shoulders, especially for neck, is outstretching an arm, keeping the shoulder back, and then tilting my head from my arm in different ways. So I'm asking this area of my body to not stay so stiff and tight. It's not going to fix all of the tension in your shoulders because we also need strength. So if you can do things that will strengthen your rotator cuff, like external rotation, either with bands or with small weights, things that are going up and down, pulling the shoulder blade, or even bent over rows. You want to keep the shoulder as mobile and strong as it can be so that you're not aging faster than you need to, and you don't have all that excess tension. Because oftentimes it's not just the shoulders, like you feel it here because that's maybe your weakest link. But if I had if I would zoom out on your body and I looked from side to side, probably going to see some postural or head imbalance that's contributing to that. So just have an idea that as we're aging and as we're this new age of technology, we're coming more and more like this all the time, younger and younger. So the more you can go in the opposite direction and strengthen the space between your shoulder blades to keep your posture upright, the more longevity you're going to have, and over time, the less pain and stiffness you're going to have in the shoulder joints. Is that helpful? Is that like too much information? It's kind of a complicated issue. You just want to keep strong and mobile. Gravity works against us. This text neck, or whatever you want to call it, this laptop lifestyle, it's not helping us. We have to keep these muscles in the back strong. So if you notice in this practice, I ask you to pull back a lot. I ask you to wake up that spot that's behind your shoulders, between your spine, so that your neck and head will sit in a better position. Every time it comes forward, just imagine 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. It's a lot. Our heads weigh a lot.
Thanks, Natalie. We've got a question about new to this. How do you get started in integrating this to your daily life? So what's your recommendation for how many times a week you could implement something like this, or how long a session to kind of get rid of some of that tension people are feeling?
Well, if you're just beginning, it depends on your level of already movement. Like if you have other things that you do for your wellness, or if you're just kind of coming back in after a long stint away, I would say that at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. You don't have to do it every day, but like every other day, you will start to see a noticeable improvement. So like with some of the students that I see regularly, like in my chair yoga and mobility classes, I see them once or twice a week in a group setting. And then some of them do recordings. They just do their own movement. They learn the stuff that makes them feel better, and they repeat it. So we're all different. We're all have different needs mentally, physically, emotionally. So finding something that helps you at first and then kind of repeating that thing and then adding more later is a better idea. So I wouldn't like, oh, I got to do this every day now. Well, it's ideal in an ideal world, you'll have all the time to do this, but like 2 to 3 times a week is good enough for you to start feeling a noticeable difference. I mean, 1 time a week will, but by the time that next session comes, all those things that you've gained are going to come back. I equate it like taking a shower. It only works if you do it regularly, you know? So keep your joints moving. I have a lot of resources on YouTube. You can always search my name on YouTube and follow along with like practices like this. In 2020, I did Yoga for HD series with the HDYO, and that's on their YouTube page, and it's like 12 videos. And then I've been doing yoga for people with ataxia, which is a neurological condition that has similarities between Huntington's disease. And they have a whole playlist on the NAF YouTube page. So there's a lot of free stuff that you can use. But if you need like some like extra support, you can always hit up someone at the HSC and they can put you in touch with me.
Great, thank you. Lots of comments about how wonderful this felt and how relaxing it was. So big thanks to Natalie. And it looks like we've got time for just about one more question. The question is, how could you do this as a couple or a group of 2 when there's various abilities between the 2 of them? Can you follow a similar flow but modify, or what's your recommendation?
Yes. So there's classes that are just seated that are good for both able-bodied people and people who are in chairs or wheelchairs. So you can do like a 30-minute or 20-minute seated practice, which is still very helpful. Obviously, I always encourage, if you can stand, do it. Like, just because you don't want to lose that ability. But if you have your own practices, let's say you're caregiving, and you do have time to spend on your own, you can always do something without your partner. But when you're working with somebody that might be chair bound or wheel bound, do the seated practices. They're not like they're from head to toe. You're going to move all the parts that can still move. When you have restrictions that you meet in your body, you just meet them with some grace and compassion. Oh, well, this leg doesn't really lift. That's okay. Can I go closer to it? If it's like pulling the leg in, you want to just find ways to adapt it so that you're still focusing on your breath and your movement. The breath is a thing that links your mind into your body. So that's like the part that we focus on the most, so that your mind isn't as chattery. It's not as talkative, it's not bouncing from one place to another, because that's also the part of yoga that we use to relieve stress. If you can focus on something else other than the million things you have to focus on and the problems and the worries and, you know, the to-do list, then you're giving your nervous system a break. So even if you're sitting doing that in a chair and you're focusing on your breath and movement, still beneficial. So I would say try seated practices with your partner. And you can do it together, like a follow along. Like I said, I got lots of resources online you can access, especially even this one. But even if it's all seated, you're not going to miss out. I teach a lot of classes that are just seated, and people get a pretty good exercise out of it.
Great. Well, thank you, Natalie. I'm echoing everyone's comments, overwhelming comments about how wonderful that was at the end of our day, especially as a lot of us have been glued to the screens. So what a great way to end day 1 and prepare for day 2. We will begin again at 12:30 Eastern tomorrow, and have a fabulous rest of your Saturday.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's my pleasure.